Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Nice looking ball. No joy this time. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Danielson. Oh, this is a terrific run.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Wirtz. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. And it's Bale. Strong running down that left flank. Now there's a fine ball. Now this could be a chance. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Fallen! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Jimenez is there, and he can get that clear. Toulouse have the chance to go the other way. Looking for options for movement. Pass is just off target. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And that is as far as they're going to go. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Chance to deliver. Rijkaard clears it away.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Knocks it into space. Tries to play it through. Decent chance! Goal! Toulouse! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Nouri. It's a threatening ball. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Danielson. That's a good run down the left. Danielson on a charge down. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again!
There will be 1 minute.
Danger averted for now. Now that looks a decent ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon...
And the shot! He's got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, nicely intercepted. He won't be happy with that one. Played out to the left flank. Now, can they get him away? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Platini.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He might be in here. And a chance! They've scored! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Danielson. Decent progress down the left. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Looking for a runner. Threads one in. Hakimi cuts out the pass. Looking for the run. Great ball, and he's in here.
That's just playing it safe and simple. New Mexico surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier...
He's had a shot! There it is!
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And that's been won straight back. And it's lofted through here. Oh, easy pickings there. Ødegaard. He could be in here. It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chance, surely! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Shoots! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Substitutions taking place.
So there's going to be another change here. Oh, super ball! Big chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Danielson. That's a little off target. Now it's Cantona. Del Piero. That's the keeper's ball. So that's it. It is all over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Cruyff. Played back in. Nesta calmly anticipates. And that was very necessary. Now it's Forlan. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Mendes. He's through here, and that's a good ball. Shapes to shoot! It's there! And it's Gamba or Saka who go in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Short changes him with that pass. Messi. And he's had a hit! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Rijkaard has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for him. Messi! From another planet! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That was beautiful, something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly.
Puskás! Oh, the ball's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Searching pass he's played there. And this is Puskás. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Nuno Mendes is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Luis Suarez. Rijkaard. Now it's Platini. Now it's Puskás. No, that's been intercepted. That's a cute ball. Cristiano Ronaldo is wide and looking to get onto this. That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking for options for movement. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bale.
There will be 1 minute.
Oh, it's come loose. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really not... There's the shot! And it's in! And right on half-time, that is telling!
Yeah,
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
New Mexico really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That's the keeper's ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bellingham. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. And he's intervened well there. Looking to play him in. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Forlan. And here's Platini. Platini showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, good-looking ball. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And here's the chance to counter. Tries to pass it through. Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Messi. Messi takes control of it, and he's on the move. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Great vision. Now it's Platini. Bale. Hit into the middle.
New Mexico really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. New Mexico really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! He should have put that one away.
Cristiano Ronaldo has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Gamba Osaka with the corner, there first. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Luis Suarez. Gerrard. This looks promising. Costa Curta with the slide tackle there.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And here's Platini. Cantona. Cantona! They want to be quick to recover this. Costa Curta. That's that, the end. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry.
There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with...
Decent chance! And it's come back out to him. There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a...
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, his thinking may have been about making his presence felt, but not the wisest of decisions. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Michel Platini. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Now it's Bale. Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? So just a one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Bellingham. Rijkaard. No, that's been intercepted. It's a searching pass. Threads one in. Tries to pass it through. Bergomi. Can he get it through? He's found a way through. Costa Curta. Batistuta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Bale. Nesta. Kimmich. Bergomi. Well, that has not gone well. Batistuta. Played into the middle. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And we have our very first corner. Up he goes! And that's caused a worry or two.
Bale is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Bellingham. Baresi. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Nicely weighted ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Costa Curta. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, it's come loose.
There will be 1 minute added
Looking
time.
for the run. Oh, nicely intercepted. Bale. Bale. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Reflections on the first half?
New Mexico have done well to this point. At times I find myself struggling to work out just who's down to 10. That's testament to how adaptable they've been. I think if they can keep playing like this, Peter, they might just hold out.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And it's Cruyff. And he's intervened well there.
New Mexico are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And a shot! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Substitution on the field. Number 17. Bale.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 10.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Takes a shot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Out to the right. Now it's Zaire Emery. Bellingham tries to play it through, and he's worked it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Real chance! And he should have made it four.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Del Piero! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Kimmich, Del Piero, Del Piero! Keeper's got his work done.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, he's been caught napping. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Batistuta. All the way back. Now it's Forlan. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Cruyff. 5 minutes left on the clock. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper threw out a limb.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Tries to get it clear.
Added time.
Fired deep towards the back post. That's a sharp pass. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And it's Batistuta. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we
And we'd
saw.
like to inform you now that the latest
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's match.
The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things.
There's the shot! Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Platini. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Knocks it into space. He's got away. Can he finish? He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Acrobatic effort! A truly spectacular effort. Speculative, yes, but he's entitled.
It's clear there was only ever one thing on his mind, Peter.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. Now this could be a chance. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's the keeper's ball. Albert Ferrer. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rodri gets over and intercepts.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Albert Ferrer. That's a throw. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Platini, he is through here. Goes for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Torres gets it away. And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
That's an imaginative pass. Has a look and kicks it forward. Bellingham. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's good vision. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Ricky Puig. Rooney in the hunt and looking threatening. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Ricky Puig. Time and again they are repelled.
There will be one
Shot
minute
a goal!
time.
He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And this could be the final action of the first half. Cleared away. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but
Just
at
a quick
least this will be a good time
announcement.
to
We'd like to inform you that
reflect and
CCTV is
regroup.
now
I
in
can see a few
operation
changes
for your
coming,
safety.
because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
And we're
Coming
underway
on the
again.
field is number
New
9,
Mexico really
Diego
need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh no, this does not look good. Robertson. Azar. Now Albert Ferrer. And it's Albert Ferrer. There he goes, motoring forward. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
60 minutes played. Out for a throw. Ball's out once more. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. No way through. Strong running down that left flank. Azar. Oh, super ball. And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Substitution on the
And
field.
he's going to have his name taken.
Number 5, Bellingham. Coming on to replace him is number 23, Gerrard. Substitution in progress.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Played into the box. Torres! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Substitution on the field, number 6, Joshua
We have got
Kimmich.
changes here from
Coming
both
on
sides,
the
in
field
fact.
is number 8, Vieira. Substitutions taking place.
Rooney. Oh, that's fabulous. Closing in on goal.
Inter clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
It's a threatening ball. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Substitution on the field, number 10.
So there's going to be another change here.
Coming on
So,
to
time
replace
for
him
a
is
potential game changer.
number 19,
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Against the crossbar!
We all love a triumph, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
And he's forced to go back. Now it's Rooney. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Ødegaard. Tries to pass it through.
Inter really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Passing nice and neat. Rijkaard gets it clear. Bale. Oh, well played. He can get that clear. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then.
It's a privilege to see the defensive great that is Franco Baresi.
Absolutely.
A marvellous tactical brain married to good pace and a technical leap.
Rui Costa! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Konyaspor with the corner, there first. It's a mighty effort! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. And it's played forward. Can he get on the end of this? And that could set him on his way. He is through here! A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Beckham. De Bruyne. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he's worked it through. He's gone for goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
New Mexico certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Oh, that's delightful. Platini is onto this. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Eto'o. Taken back almost at once. And it's Koundé. Beckham. He's found a way through. And he's taking no chances there. Kimmich could move up a gear here. Oh, super find. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. It's just beyond his reach. Now it's Platini. He could be in here. Real chance! And he's done it! There is the breakthrough! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
After 32 minutes is number 17.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege.
Oh, what's he done? Threads one in, and it's made its way to him. He's got away. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And here's Mbappe. De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. Takes a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Goes for a shot! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. So, third corner of the game. Bellingham. Now it's Kimmich. And if you have just joined us, still just one great chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
There
Oh,
will be
that's well
3
spotted.
minutes added time.
Oh, this is a great position. It's Eto'o! And he can clear it away. Ah, good steal. He just read it. There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Just a quick announcement, it is now
Yeah, I
time
like the
for our
fact that
special
there was a
lottery.
genuine
Please
flow
grab
to
the
this
tickets you were
game,
given
as
when
well
you
as
were walking through the
intent.
gates.
But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field, number 12, Van Basten. Coming
Here we
on
go
to
again,
replace
then.
him is number 7,
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker,
Substitution in
Peter.
progress.
Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Koundé gets over and intercepts.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Forlan. Oh, that's fabulous. Forlan. A lot of space ahead of him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Played backwards here.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Platini being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Can he get it through? Rui Costa is always scanning the pitch for targets. And this is Eto'o. That has not gone well.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Beckham. There's the delivery. Howson can get it clear. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have...
Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! There seemed no way back, but they are level.
After
And a
73
trademark
minutes
move
is
ends with the
number
inevitable
10.
classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Corner number 2 then. Beckham!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Looking to play him in. He's shifting through the gap. Haaland! Haaland! That is brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. And they're back in front. He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender. And